Welcome back to another video. Okay, so you want to buy a 370Z and you can't decide if you want a 370Z. Keep watching the video and see what I come up with to kind of convince you guys that you need a 370Z and why I think so. Let's get into it together by clicking that subscribe button down below. That's a B. Uh-oh. Let's get on with some numbers. So let's talk about price. Prices of 370Zs these days, after the COVID prices and stuff like that, it's gone up. You can get a 370Z for about $25,000 to $35,000 for a sports model and about $45,000 to $55,000 for the Nismo model here in Australia. So yeah, the prices are getting up there, and about $45,000 to $55,000 for the Nismo model here in Australia. Manual, auto, I think they're pretty much the same price, but yeah, around those numbers, that's what the price of 370Zs are right now. So with prices set, let's talk about some actual numbers. At the wheel, stock 370Zs are pushing about 270 to 290 at the rear wheels and about 240 to 260 foot-pounds of torque to the rear wheels. These are actually really good daily build numbers. They're not the best or the most impressive or the highest, but it makes it very enjoyable to drive, especially as a daily, and it's easily controllable. So this is such a torquey car, especially in the low end. It has a lot of low end torque. Just a note, second gear, if you have a manual, not sure about the autos, haven't driven a 370 auto, but in the manuals, the second gear, it is very torquey. It's such a short gear, very short gear, but you just feel the car pull so much torque. So you go from first and it goes bop, second bop, third bop. Very short gear, but very fun gear. I think that the 370Z is the last true, good, great NA rear wheel drive Japanese sports car. This is such a great NA car. You get all the raw features that when you think of a Japanese sports car, you get it here. 6-speed manual transmission just makes it way more fun. Just the driver experience with how good this handles from stock and how much power you get from this NA V6 is such a fun car. It's got great handling and a exterior style that it looks great, handles great, performs great. It's such a nicely refined car to drive spiritedly, daily, whatever. So the aftermarket support for the Z chassis has always been great, and it's no different with the 370Z. The aftermarket support is crazy. Like, you can find anything for this car. You can find exhaust kits, suspension kits, wheels, you can find whole body kits, you can find engine swap kits, turbo kits, supercharged kits, angle kits, whatever you want. You can literally build a whole nother car within this car. It's wild. Show car, drift car, drag car, circuit car, time attack car, Facebook Marketplace, Google, that is your best friend. Literally your best friend. A lot of things go on Facebook Marketplace for such a good price. I got my rear bumper, my front bumper off Marketplace, my intakes from Marketplace, my exhaust from Marketplace, and it's all great condition. You can get steals off Facebook Marketplace. Let's talk about some power gains and trying to chase power. With an NA engine, chasing power is always going to be a kryptonite. You're going to get to a point where you've done all the major things and you've only gained like 30 horsepower at the wheels, 40 maybe if you're lucky with a tune. Chasing power in a NA car, you can't expect huge gains. If you want to chase huge gains, huge power, turbo the car, going to get, after a tune, around 330 to 340, 345 if you're lucky, wheel horsepower in this car. So if you are going to go force induction, supercharged or turbo, you will be safe making around 500 at the crank. That's about high 400s, mid 400s at the wheels for a safe engine, for a safe block, reliability, etc. You can push it, but yeah, I've seen people go 600 wheel horsepower with a stock block. Pretty impressive. These NA engines go for literally so long. I've seen these VQ37s go 300,000 kilometers and they're fine. You just got to take care of them, do your oil changes regularly because these love oil. Okay, so more on reliability of the 370Z. So I've owned this for about 5 years now, and touch wood, nothing has gone majorly wrong. The only thing that I had with this, or this car has had with the previous owner, was the steering lock fuse. That happens with majority of the Zs, or pretty much all the Zs. At the moment, I need to change my clutch just because it's been so long without changing a clutch on stock clutch, and it's almost 200,000 Ks. Stock clutch, and it's going great. Multiple track days, multiple spirited driving, daily driving. To every car, to every great car, there's always a downside. There's no perfect, there's always things that can be fine-tuned or changed. The blind spots in this car, there is literally so many blind spots. I really can't see that much over the hood, so everything past this point is all instincts and intuition and just gut feeling. Rear passenger, rear quarter where the B pillar is, you can't see like that much. And the A pillars are also a big blind spot as well. So yeah, you gotta move around to see. Once you get the hang of it and you know how the car is, how long the car is, how wide the car is, yeah, you get used to it. So it's not too bad for me. I know all where everything is and how far I can get and everything like that. Just use common sense. That's pretty much it. If you can't see, move so you can see. Let's go inside the car. So one thing that 370Zs are kind of outdated in is in the interior. The LCD screen here, it's yeah, it's very outdated. I don't mind it at all. It gives me everything that I need. Aircon, climate control. You can use CDs if you still use CDs. The only thing that is annoying to me is this does not have any Bluetooth. Only for calls. Mine being a 2010, yeah, there's no Bluetooth in it, unfortunately. I don't drive this car because of the entertainment of the infotainment. I drive this car for the entertainment of driving this car and how this car drives and how this car feels. Oh yeah, also one other thing, let me show you the doors. The doors are kind of an annoying part of the car because they're so heavy. And then, wait, I'll just show you. Look at this. We'll just, even out here, it's just, you have to actually push it out. Even that, it comes back and just slams your shin. Okay, the question, should you buy a Nissan 370Z? Objectively, in terms of practicality, probably not. This is not made for a people mover, family mover. You can fit some groceries in there, in the hatch. It's actually a pretty big hatch. Don't expect to fit 2 suitcases in there. This is not made for that. So if you're looking for practicality, this is not the car. But if you want to learn how to work on a car, learn about cars, learn how to install things, good foundation on what to do with cars and how cars like to be worked on, what cars like, what cars don't like, what mods do what, increase your knowledge about cars. This is such a good platform to do it on. Very easy to find parts for the 370Z and it's very easy to work on. The engine bay is pretty tight, but again, it's very easy to work on and install stuff and everything like that. That's my opinion and me trying to convince you guys to buy a 370Z. If you want more specific details for the 370Z, go ahead and watch this video here and I'll deep dive into the 370Z, common questions, common issues, and everything that you need to know about the 370Z, the ultimate guide. So these 2 videos should help you make a decision whether or not you should buy a 370Z. I think you should. Do it. Just do it. So thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Click that subscribe button for us and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.